This is Ellie Clark, Internet Director over at Sandy Sansing. Just wanted to reach out to you real quick.
I was honestly dreading it. I was, get on the phone, make appointments. It's been a while since I've gotten in and, hammered the phones. So, I was a little nervous. I didn't know how it was going to go.
Well, we'd been leading up to it for 3 days, and we'd known this was coming from day one. I think there was a lot of anticipation, a lot of nervousness between the students.
Well, throughout the week, I was certainly thinking about it. I was thinking right before lunch, getting a little bit nervous, maybe a little bit excited, nervous about it. Even with a lot of experience in the business, it's still going in there in that setting.
Before we started the BDC portion of the training, I was had some butterflies in my stomach, although I've done it for the last 20 years. And the first couple of calls, because I'm here with 3 or 4 other people in the room, a little bit noisy because we're all trying to talk as we naturally would with the customer. We're not talking in a low voice. And the first call or 2 were really a little choppy.
Prior to the call picking up and connecting, it was sweat and tears, I guess you could say.
Well, first of all, I was nervous because I didn't know we had the guide, but sometimes you struggle with the words still, or trying to remember everything.
I was expecting not that. That's the best way to start it off. I was expecting just the typical experience that you would have whenever you're coming into one of these training seminars or training centers.
A lot less frightening once we picked up the first phone call.
This is Liz. If you wouldn't mind giving me a call at 985-264-5415. Thank you.
But that first live person, I kind of stumbled my way through a little bit, but once I caught myself and got more on track, it was downhill from there, and that was the first appointment.
Now, yeah, the nervousness turned much more into nervous energy and excitement. You could hear other people making the calls. You start getting excited. You start making the calls, get a hold of someone. All the fears kind of go away.
When I made the first call, it was a customer that we had been working for about 3 months. And so we already had a relationship built, and it was nice to be able to call, follow this guide, and get to the appointment just like that.
The first appointment that I set, it was actually a conflict with a person. So I wasn't expecting to get this type of foo-foo or follow-up with that particular objection, but nonetheless, it definitely opened my eyes that it probably happens more than you think it would. And as soon as we overcame that objection, it felt great. I knew that we were going to have another customer walking through our doors tomorrow.
But we were actually pretty well prepared for it. It was well organized. We went in as teams, and we were given the right materials. We had enough knowledge from the instructors to actually probably face any situation we came up against. It was actually
well, the first one, it went through. I got the appointment. I got really excited. I was thinking, well, this works then. So I got the second appointment, the third appointment, the fourth appointment. So by the 5th appointment, I was sure every call I was going to make, it was going to end up in an appointment.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Mr. Carrillo. And I know that you'll definitely enjoy taking this frontier out, and look forward to meeting you tomorrow.
And when you get into that call center, when you're in the BDC, I would liken it to a scene in a movie on Wall Street where you see a bullpen and papers flying and people talking. And
get a customer on the phone. Sometimes you don't realize how difficult that is for our sales guys. It's I dialed quite a few people. I think it was about 6 or 7 before I actually finally got a live person.
And to even pick up somebody that's been in your dealership before and get them back on the phone and come back in, it's such a much higher closing ratio. And what we've learned here is how to get them back, how to guide them back without just saying, are you still in the market? You bought anything yet? I mean, those are the things that we've used for years that just aren't working anymore.
You're also very calm and confident in the things that you are doing. You have all of your guides there, you've been prepared, and there's something nice in that. There is just a certain level of confidence.
It just was like contagion. You know what I mean? It was like it just started spreading like a wildfire. The excitement was wonderful. Everybody was popping up. Mostly everybody was popping up, writing appointments on. I mean, I saw high fives. I saw plenty of fist pumps. I've seen a lot of woos. I mean, just a little bit of everything.
It was definitely unique, and it was beyond my expectations, and it was a pleasant surprise. I mean, again, the ease in which you did that, the feeling that you have when you're doing that, it's like, what?